Hello again, everybody. Glitch Reaper here. I'm back for some more Breaking Vethea, and normally I don't start out like this. Certainly not in this view, but come on, this is a find. I mean, seriously, this is like what? I mean, seriously. Okay. Story time. I was zipping around underwater on my ERA. Specifically, I was actually chasing down a Leopleurodon at the surface, and I went down to get the drops, and I found this nearby. um, I was doing some testing to see what was the whole lag factor, and I do have some good and bad news about that. Well, just mixed news in general. Wow, most of my enemies are so far above me, I think I can dismount and grab this stuff. But yeah, it even generated netherrack. Like before, there's something I'm debating as to how I'm going to handle going to the nether. Because there's something I might add, and on the other hand, I might not do it. That is amazing. But while I'm debating that, I'm not going to go in yet. But there's netherrack. Yeah. Okay. Okay. In this case, and Ray, yeah, I'll meet back up with you later. Okay. That was a little nuts. Okay. So this looks like some kind of Kryptonian crash site. Maybe. Because it's like a meteor there. And yeah, one thing about magma blocks underwater, they will do that. So I'm wondering, can I mine this? It's surrounded with blocks of coal and obsidian. Please let me be able to mine this. Krypton's remnants. Yeah, that'd be an interesting achievement. There's something else down here. Oh, that was interesting way to get flooded in. Raymond. Okay. Yeah. It beamed. If I can hit you with this thing. Nailed you. Okay, that was a distant shot. Titanium ore. Wow, this is a good cave. I might leave some, I might put some of the magma block there as a marker. Wrong one. Oh dear. Okay. That happened very rapidly. I mean, that just escalated. So, wow. Yeah. Opal ore from Bewitchment, resonant crystal from there. Silver from Bluecraft. I have another way to deal with silver, so thank you. Again, this is like a rich little mini cave we got going here. Which silicon, constraint metal. So it has a lot of the necessities that I was looking into. Oh, it extends a bit. A bit. Not majorly, but a bit. I really should have came in here with some imp treats. Because I can tame, or at least I think I can tame the necks. I'm pretty sure you can. Oops. I didn't mean to hit the button. Ouch. I poisoned myself with one of the poison clouds. That was painful. That is one thing about those poison clouds, if you generate them with that item. They don't really care about alignment. So even if you made one, it's not going to align with you. So, there you go. Very dangerous demonstration of that. Titanium ore is still there. Yeah, I might use that as a marker or something to keep this place extra visible. Okay, we have resident crystal. We have amethyst. It does make me wonder: can I actually do something with kryptonite as it is, or do I have to do something else? Yeah, it's more netherrack. It is weird seeing netherrack here. Wait, is that more kryptonite? Yeah, I have a feeling I really need to grab as much of that as I can. And to diffuse this cave situation a bit. Oh, there's a salamander. That's a lava lake. I don't think you can get to me. The interesting thing is he's taking damage mainly from the water, because he's based on fire. Can I get them to follow me up? I don't think they can. I really don't think they've got climbing ability. That's why I've seen them randomly die. They get into these little areas that are combined between them, and they get killed on the water. That's how that happens, because I've seen them drop magma cream for unknown reasons before. Now I know the reason. Okay, and there's also some gold. Gold is good. I need lots of gold for lots of points. I need lots of points to do Divine RPG stuff. Especially when there's something that requires a lot of gold. And it also lets me demonstrate something in particular. Because there's a nifty little device. Yep, let me get that. There we go. See, now I can leave mostly in peace. Osmium. This is the second mod I've ever seen at Osmium. Really? How did I miss that coming in here? Lead, I think... does lead have an EMC in this? That's a good question. No, it does not, so I must grab it too. Anything that cannot be EMC'd, I must grab as much as possible. Because that's... well, can I... maybe I might revisit this place. I don't know. But, I don't know. It's getting a little, iffy on the inventory. Say that, and then I deal with a geonock. Trust me, they earn their name. They geonock you. And yet, I keep digging. Why? Because these are the ones I hadn't seen around as much, so therefore I must get them. You know, I might be able to block off this flow with this much. There we go. See, where was... there we go, nether quartz. So I can throw that in. Some of these components I was saving up for something very specific. And I'd kind of had an interesting issue with my armor. Whenever I went werewolf the last time it went full moon on me, it killed me because I was wearing the armor and I was in this weird Schrodinger's death state where I was both dead and alive at the same time. It's like one of the rarest glitches in Minecraft, and it happens on occasion. You know the one I'm talking about, right? I mean, you probably do. I mean, it's been seen periodically, especially in modded. Comes up easier that way, even though it will come up otherwise. But it's that moment where you're kind of red and leaning to one side, at a weird angle. It's crazy. I just had to get an opal, didn't I? I just had to. Okay, I guess I'm putting the armor on regardless of whether or not this winds up doing a weird killing me thing. So, there's that. Because I'm not going to abandon the opal. I'll probably come back here for more of the stuff anyhow, so... Yeah. What can I... Well, I could toss that in. Oh wait, I still got that. Okay. Now I have space for my table. Okay. Because I would like to be able to use this as a luminous marker. To say, yeah, over here is interesting stuff. Even if it's not as interesting since I took some of it, but it still has resources I can grab later. And all that kryptonite was very intriguing. What's up with the blocks of coal? I mean, I might still grab more, because, I mean, normally you see, yeah, I have some space. It's good for the scan, but I'll put it back for an extra light. Oh boy. I am really at the bottom of the ocean. So this is going to be interesting getting out. I think I can get enough momentum to pop over the surface. Boing. There I am. I got my surface tension powers working again. Now, which direction was it to home? Probably not that way, because I know it wasn't really that far. There we go. Yeah, I got a little mixed up when I was chasing that Leopleurodon in the first place. And then I found that stuff, which was nice. Okay, that was cool. Now, what does it all mean? Like, can I seriously... I'm just going to toss this in there for now. I did find other ores from Witchery down there, obviously. But that's not going to matter as much initially until other things happen. Although I might want to be a little wary of what I'm going to do up there. I built a platform, and remember how I was trying to work with that node? Well, it has a shorter range than I expected, so I had to get it up close. I got some other machines up there, but whenever I'm close to the actual windmill, it gets laggy. I don't know if the solar panels option would be any better, and they usually require you to apparently have some of the other resources already that goes through the process, so I might as well just kind of go with it. But that means it's going to be a little tricky for me to really show it on camera as much, because if I let it work for just a little time, it'll get super laggy. Needed my anchor ready for that one. Did I grab it on the way? No, I did not. I was gonna say, I got a charge there. Thank you. Thanks for the charges. I'll find something to level up with them. Possibly an ally. Possibly some equipment. We'll see. Either way, something's getting leveled. But yeah. Whew. But yeah, I had to go through some things that I needed, some very tight things for my EMC, because I still hadn't really fully recovered from that previous time draining my supply. So I'm still working on it. It's modest now. It's not as good as it could be, but I'll rebuild. I'll rebuild. I did manage to get my plants going a bit, so I did a little farming. And that gives me the power of melons to go along with other things. So I'm doing better on that department. Now, when I show what the other thing does, I gotta say an interesting thing about the lag. It's not super laggy initially whenever I get up there, but after I start rendering it and using it, it'll get progressively laggier until it gets to that state it was the last time. So you might remember what happened and what kind of threw me off, but it'll do kind of that, but not immediately. That's the weird thing, is it's not immediate. Okay, we got a wisp doing that. Okay. I guess temporarily I'll shove my ores in my mineral chest as I would normally do. Loot craft. Yeah, that's loot craft. Iron ore, classic. Titanium. You go over there. Lead ore. Loot craft. Gold ore, classic. That's one I'm keeping for the thing, because I think I can in fact assemble it, and I'll try to do it even in spite of the lag. If I do it right, anyhow. Okay. Put you there. But yeah, I did get some airbending scrolls already, but I need to find out what this kryptonite can do, because I know there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with Lootcraft heroes. Kryptonite arrow, and I can put it back into a block. Never mind that stuff. Okay, so it's not gonna do anything immediately, and it's not like I'm gonna be able to worry about the radiation right now anyhow, because it was not in fact a Kryptonian crash. If I could find a crash site, I can get what I need to become partially Kryptonian. And that's the thing, is there's a lot of cool stuff you can do like that. It's one of the reasons why I got in here, is to explore being various kinds of super. So yeah. That's also why I got Academy Craft. But first, I'm going to expend some of these scrolls like I've been waiting to. I'll put you over here. But yeah, I did decide to do just a El Cheapo iron matic to take care of some things. Namely some eternal hoeing. So there we go. Let's show off how the scrolls are supposed to work. Because you click with one of them once you've got one, and you've chosen your bending type, and you can go through the different things. Now, you use mouse wheel to scroll through this, by the way. And let's see here. Which bending forms do I want? I mean, the push blast is one thing. The air gust. Because it just rushes them over. Air jump. Maybe. Because I think I have enough extra jumps. Air blade is cool. That's the one that's like a blast you can actually deal to the enemy. So I am going to unlock here. Let me see here. Whoop, air bubble. Can prevent incoming attacks, but it will continuously drain chi. Which might be an acceptable thing to exchange between. A cloud burst. Swirling burst, it also creates an additional air burst where it hits. So yeah, I'll want that. Draw air inwards and release it in a massive burst. Maybe, but how much movement speed will I be having by the end of this? Just saying. So maybe or maybe not slipstream for now. I'll probably instead go with the air bubble to prevent attacks. So a little something defensive. Whoa. Hello. Oh, it's at the exact spot of that button. Okay. I was wondering why it hit the wrong thing. Now I know. It's just placed perfectly for that. So, caution might have issues with that. Okay, so you can also level them up and give them some additional properties and skills. So that's going to be something interesting to explore after the initial. Oh, okay, I went where form, which also means I can't sleep. Of course, on the other hand, that also means it's time to get some more experience. Yeah, that means the hunt is on. Because in this case, I think I'm kind of forced to stay with it. So let's see what's out there that I can attack. But still, that was a weird find. I mean, what an interesting way to find the ore. Of course, it's not one that I can use as much for things as I thought. So I'll really have to find a full crash. Huh. Vines are growing nicely there. And yeah, modded mobs count. Oh, wait. Is that a special Epion? I need to try to tame you for my collection. For my nice mobile collection. Oh, there's another one right there. Okay, zip around him. He'll be in range. I'm also going to need to use that attribute that lets you use less hunger while transformed. Okay. Beast treats. Soulstone. Worth it. Totally worth draining the rest of my reserve if I can get Nepion. Okay. One of you come after me. I will give you some noms. And then something else we will pummel. Hey, over here. Woohoo! Epion, come on. Do you see me from way up there? Oh, there's one. Okay. You are bound now. Excellent. I'll let you automatically rest. And yes, they're a flying mount. Ho ho ho. I have an Epion now. Sweet. Why are there no hostiles anywhere nearby? Other than them. Well, I can take the others out. Bad move. You ticked off him. That means I do not get the kill. So there goes the experience. Oh, and my food's draining very fast. I'm very much losing saturation value and hunger and everything that has to do with filling up your stomach. Yeah, that's bad. Must attack something. Uh-oh. Lag spike, please don't. Don't. Not now. Ouch. Although my regeneration is mitigating it to a degree. Not exactly the optimal way to mitigate your hunger. Just regenerate your stomach. Yeah, that... I mean, in a way it sounds cool, but in practice that's just kind of a terrible way to live. I mean, just the jittering alone is problematic. Okay. I could see taking out a strider or two. I can't eat normal food while I'm a werewolf, so while I'm forced by the power of this night, I have to attack. See, I got a little bit back, and I can't eat the food. Not like this. Okay, give me some experience here, because I need it. This shows just how terribly bad my situation is in this circumstance. And I only get experience if I make an unarmed kill. It's a little specific that way, but entirely understandable, because you're doing it with the rage of the wolf. Ouch. I have penetration status from that too, so that's gonna mean every time I take damage is really gonna hurt. Especially when that's penetration 2. Yeah, that's the heightened level. Hi. That would not be a good time. Yeah. I don't know, they kind of prolong the fight. maybe, just maybe. Because I can take down a Strider, even if they do give me some penetration. How armored are these crabs? I need that damage penetration thing, or armor penetration ability. If I level up, that is totally what I'm getting. Ouch. It was a level 2 Herma that killed me, apparently. So it was very specific. I am tossing these things in here now. And yes, I am still wolf. So I am forced to remain until then. Do I have pointage to... No, I'm still not quite level 5 yet. Okay. Fair enough. I need to go out and claw some things, apparently. Although I am incredibly fast whenever I'm like this. I mean, I'm not entirely sure I even need to become a speedster. I kinda already am. Okay, what hit me there? Oh, it's a Roa. Good. Gotcha. And I went right into the lair of an ear. Now they can zap you fast. Wow. That's smart. My time is wolf mode is just about... Holy Herma, that's a big one. Not quite perfect angle. Okay, I'll weaken you first and then finish you off with my claws. Wow, it's fast. That is one fast crab. You thought they were tough when you was just trying to get through their shells. Okay, take this. That gets through to a degree. And has some knockback. Okay, whoop, 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 whoop. I'll transform back on purpose now. One must make the finish. I mean, I started this fight as a wolf. I'm going to end it as a wolf. Okay. Whee! Okay, I had to try. Oh, 90. Okay, I'm getting close. But I think I'll go ahead and bite the hunger penalty and just kind of get back to things. Oh dear, that was an interesting development. The timing of the full moon is one thing that will happen around here periodically. So, yeah. But at least I'm getting closer to leveling up, and I think I'm going to go for armor penetration next. Because, yeah, it's called Rend. It allows you to ignore armor. So whenever I'm going with my special stats that I can just kind of do on these scales, I'm definitely going to do some Rend next, because I need some armor penetration. Because those Hermas, whew, they are tough. They're very tough. I think they're... No, maybe they're an arthropod. Yeah, because they're a crab. Defense 3. Okay, so they definitely have some armor on them. And Lycan Knight did a different kind of armoring on them in this version. I don't know if he's changed in the latest ones. But how much longer? Okay, I'll be out of that status soon. But I don't know if he's changed to another system since then in terms of handling armor. So we'll see. We'll see. But that definitely was different. I didn't even have time to make sure I got controls set for my moves whenever that whole wolf thing happened. It really is best to just go in with your wolf claws and just take care of business whenever that happens. Although admittedly, I did kind of finish things off going wolf form on purpose, but hey, I had to finish that fight. I mean, once me and that Herma engaged, we just had to end it. So, yeah, that happened. It was a special Herma too, so it was extra tough. Whew. Okay. I was going to demonstrate. Well, I guess I can now because it's getting around time to end it anyhow. So I'm going to demonstrate how this works with ores and stuff, and I've already done that with my constraint metal. So I have a good chunk of supply right there. I don't know if I can get it to work with titanium ore. Nope. I'd have to use a crusher to do that. I'm pretty... Well, let me see what it does work with. Does it work with all these Lootcraft stuff? Because that's a pretty good question. Because can I get... No. But extra utilities crushing works out really well with it. So I can't do Lootcraft stuff with what I'm about to show off. But I can do vanilla, and I can do ores from Academy Craft with it. Like if I got more constraint metal, I could get 2 times the ingots, and that's what I already did. Is like this is basically all of my ores times 2. So that's well, I've already used some to make some of the stuff, which I'll also possibly be able to show before this ends, because again, this whole situation has made things a little iffy. Actually, speaking of spending, I might as well get a few things up. Oh. I got an idea. Oh, no, that's right. I still need to go fishing to get name tags. Okay. I was going to fly up on my Epion right after naming them, but that's not going to happen. I'm just going to fly on Hughes, who, again, officially, is... why are you grouped with that randomly? Because you are not a mount, Frostmourne. You are a pet. I cannot ride you. Now, Hughes here. Hughes is a mount. You can fly on him. Okay, now this is where things might get a little laggy. I'll try as much as possible to look right at the machinery other than that. Okay. And I'm going to possibly dismiss Hughes now while I can. Because if worse comes to worse, it'd be better to abandon this area fast by leaping off and getting as far away as I can. Yeah, this is the metal former. And the metal former, it works pretty much in various ways. It can do refining operations and can do special shaping operations with metals. So, the refining, as you can imagine, it helps you out with refining your metals. In this case, it gives you twice what you'd otherwise receive, although only directly as an ingot. Unlike some other mods that do it as like a form of dust or powder, this goes directly to ingot form. So kind of like how Project E handles doubling ores, is it goes like directly into ingot. And yeah, the lag's about to crush me out, so this is definitely going to like just show this in time. So a lot of the crafting operations I'll probably be doing off screen, but I at least can show off at least what this does. And it took a bit of that constraint metal and a few other things to do it, including maybe some of the crystals. I'm trying to remember. I've got the recipes in here somewhere. I can bring them up fast, hopefully. But yeah, the metal former was shears, machine frame, a couple calculation chips, some constraint metal plates, which are 3 constraint metal in a row for 2 of them. I also had to make this empty unit, which handles fluids. Oh, I need to make more of those, because I found something important. I don't know if I have the time to get down. The image fuser is also important, because it's going to allow me to upgrade these crystals up, the image crystals. And that, let me see, what did that take? I have to do this mostly fast while I can, because this will start lagging according to how long I've been here, and that is very bad and very unusual. Oh yeah, it took 4 of those plates, a couple of calculation chips, machine frame, one of the empty units, and a low purity thing there. But yeah, these take like 4 of the constraint metal plates and a piece of glass. Okay, now I'm just going to jump off before anything else happens. But yeah, basically I had to bring my nodes up because of their low range. I didn't want to chain them all the way. I mean, my original concept was to have my Academy Craft stuff down here, but with the power up there, because the system was wireless. But I didn't realize that the nodes had such limited range, and then I'm going, okay, I can't put a windmill at the top of the world and get it to just magically power up like here as if it was like extra utilities. Because extra utilities, if you've got grid power, it is global, and it's by person, so that's something. Weird thing, whenever I replaced my node, it changed its name to unnamed, so I had to rename it again, and I had to rename it something else. So instead of being for the little house, I've called it Skylab 2. Reason why is it can't be Skylab 1 because that was clearly in space, and this is just in the sky. Oh yeah, that gave me a boost. But yeah, making that and okay, I need to do the other thing to show what is the complicating factor that I had to deal with. And since I'm farther away now, I should be able to kind of survive it until I have to get closer again. So hopefully I can do this mostly quickly. I do get more than one of these units. I think they're technically called matter units, but they're kind of like buckets, but they only really bucket one thing, so they're very limited use liquid capsules. But what they get is very interesting. I think it's my path that I found it was down here, but I wanted to show this on camera, so I made sure that I was ready to do it, and I need to do something about that twisting path. Or mark it better or something. But hey, whenever you do your initial drilling in, things get a little different. But yeah, looking for resources whenever you start like mining in different directions, sometimes you stumble into things, or sometimes you just know they're there due to weird factors such as, oh, say, world holes and stuff like that. Oh, that's what's next? Steel ore? I didn't even look at what that was because it looked like some other ore. I didn't realize that was one-piece steel. In that case, let me very, very carefully dig you up there, because I'm not sure if this has any special properties on contacting you. This is okay. Now, this is something that is normally very stupid, just saying that. It has no effects whatsoever while you're in it. And it doesn't count as water, so I don't think I can go across the surface. Nope, it's just its own liquid that does nothing but look really cool and act very specifically with this mod to do things because you need it for various purposes. So I'm going to collect it with one of these. Mysterious and powerful. Now there's an achievement slash advancement. Okay. But how much is actually in here? And it actually stacks full. Okay, so these are source blocks down here too, or somewhere. Maybe just there. Maybe it's just one. But it's like little underground pools. I haven't seen any on the surface when flying around, so I'm pretty sure they're only underground. But it's called phase liquid. or image phase liquid, to be more precise. And you need it to process your crystals. And I need the crystals to be processed specifically into higher grades so that I can get the ability, the ability developer. And the ability developer is one that's going to give me superpowers from Academy Craft. So I'm doing a lot of lines in a row here. Also, there's something else that I would like to get from Academy Craft. It's kind of got it coolly described. The app, not the app installer, but the something that the apps go with. But yes, that's right. There's an app for stuff, apparently. What was it called? It was something very handy sounding. Wasn't the portable developers can kind of maybe help you out a bit, but themselves are fairly sophisticated. So it's kind of like getting the other ability developer in the first place. Data terminal, that was it. The data terminal is the thing that you can apparently use as like a personal cool device. So 2 data chips, 2 iron plates, brainwave analyzer, information processor, block of redstone. Well, 2 of these each. A glass pane. Do I have glass panes? Didn't think so. Okay, so that was not useful in any way, shape, or fashion. But yeah, some of these other components that I made are just variations of usual resources, but going towards making the ability developer. So yeah. Let me see here. I needed 2 iron plates. I needed, see, what was it? It was this thingamabob here. Data chips. I needed, brainwave analyzer and information processor. I think it was 2 information processors, if I remember right. And I need glass. Oh, and also redstone block. I don't know how often I'm going to need glass panes for my stuff, but just in case, I'll go ahead and keep the others. I haven't made a redstone block yet. Fair enough. It's usually something you only make when you need it in a recipe. Although, if you're doing serious redstone mechanisms, that's a whole other story. Of course, you could also use it for storage if you don't have any other way of stockpiling a large amount of redstone, so that's fair. I think they just ignore the EMC value of glass panes and things. It's a nice night with nothing in particular after me right now. I'll be good. Okay, so that was... Thank you. Data terminal. And yeah, the way you do research in this mod is, basically, as you make some of the components, it'll give you updates as to what they do. Yeah, this also gives you, more information and stuff. L menu key to display close data terminal. Okay, that's something I messed up for, but I can use another button. I can use the escape key. Skill tree. Okay, so... Wrong thing I clicked with, because I clicked the old one. So it's installed in me. Okay. That's interesting. Not exactly what I thought would be there. Okay, so I can directly configure from within the game when it comes to these keys? Okay, that's neat. Not many do that. Okay, so you could also do this as well. So I don't really need my terminal in with me, right? Can I... How do I click out of you? Do I have to... Uh, how do I... Okay, I might have a slight problem. I think I... Wait, can I... okay, it's got a little bitty thing here. And that's... Do I exit out this way? No. How do I get this thing to stop? Because it said left control, or maybe it was left alt. That was it. Okay, never mind. I found the right button. It's good. But still, that was a wild trip. Uh, so it installs in me. I don't even need to carry this around with me anymore. I can just hit left alt, and now it'll show stuff there, and I can do left alt. Of course, it depends on your keybinds, but still, that's interesting. Also puts into perspective these app installs, like skill tree. This is going to be something about whenever I actually get skills, I can probably have access to going through them a bit better even within this. So that's cool. I can also craft that pretty quickly. A compass, a data chip, and an information processor. Let's see if that clicks in. Okay, I haven't made a compass yet. That's fair. And I'll need some redstone and 4 iron ingots. But yeah, that's... I want to see how this installs, because if the other thing installed that way, then certainly this will do it very similarly. Okay, I'm liking how that works. You just click and it's there. Media player, maybe. Frequency transmitter, I have no idea what that does. I can maybe check into it, but that's still something I'll have to look into later. But yeah, as I was indicating before, some of that stuff I need to get my ability developer, and that is going to be well, as I said, I needed to have the mid-purity crystal for it, so I need to upgrade to that. But here it is. See, this is why I had to go through having all this stuff stockpiled. Yeah, well, not that. That's an alternative thing. This mod does have alternate recipes for a lot of its stuff. So if you happen to have the ability to let go of something else, it'll work out. So I have to get a lot of things together, but the big thing is the mid-purity image crystal. And the reason why I needed that is so that I can use it to use this stuff, put it into the image fuser, and that will help me to upgrade these crystals to higher levels of purity. And it said that I needed so much liquid each. So I think, and let me actually use this function. Ta-da! It works. Okay. But to be able to get that to work, I need phase liquid. The phase liquid I needed to get those things for, and for that matter, finding a piece of it was nice, and nearby was cool. I needed 3,000 MB to get it. And the only way I can collect it was with that with that matter unit, and it refers to it a little differently here, because of how that works. So yeah, but yeah, that should be perfectly fine now. So I've got that part working, and so next time I should be able to put that stuff together and develop super abilities that way. So until then, I don't know what I'm going to be doing in the meantime. It just depends on what's kind of bringing itself to me, because more than a few times enemies show up and they happen to be useful in some way, and they lead me into another area. So, I mean, it happened at least once. I mean, it's totally going to happen again, right? Anyhow, this has been Glitch Reaper, and I'll be logging off for now. So, hope to hear from you all later, and bye for now, everybody.